to Mom because she never does anything right. And if she doesn't listen, my dad will kick her out. She's our mom. Don't you love her? Well, she loves you more, so I guess I love my dad more. When I tried to talk to Mom about what was going on in her life, she told me not to worry and said she could handle it. There wasn't much I could do to help her. One day in 10th grade, I was studying in the school library when a boy came out and sat on the table opposite to me. I knew exactly who he was. Jared. He was one of the hot, popular guys at school and was reading one of my all-time favorite books. My eyes kept wandering to him now and then, and I tried not to make it too obvious, but he was just so gorgeous. And while I sat zoned out in my fantasy, he suddenly started waving in my face. Hey, are you okay? Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't staring. I was actually, it's okay. I'm used to it. That's why I sometimes come in here to hide away from the girls coming after me. My parents wanted me to be a model because of all the attention I get. Yes, you're very good looking. Modeling would suit you. I actually like books and reading. I don't like being in the spotlight. I was so surprised because I always saw him surrounded by girls. I was never after him because he was way out of my league. But after meeting him in the library, we actually became good friends because we had so much in common. One day, he asked if I'd like to see the latest Star Wars movie with him. And I was so excited that another kid in school liked that kind of stuff. We even dressed up like the characters and had the time of our lives. I'm so happy to finally have a Star Wars partner. Me too. You're such a cool person to hang out with. He looked deep into my eyes, and then he leaned over and kissed me. I was so shocked because it all felt like a dream. And then I looked down at my leg and started doubting myself and wondering if any of this was real. Hey, what's wrong? Jared, you're like the hottest guy on this planet, and there's so many pretty girls without any issues like mine. So why me? There's nothing wrong with you, Simona. You're perfect. Jared liked me just as I was, and I learned to love myself with my brokenness. Life at school felt great until one day Mom called me with some surprising news. Honey, Louisa will be joining your school. She got expelled from her fancy private school because she was bullying kids. But Mom, she won't fit in at my school. No other school will accept her. Please look out for her and show her around. Maybe she can learn something from you. The next day, Louisa walked into my school wearing a white fluffy coat and black shades. Just as she approached me, a group of girls snuck up behind her and spray painted her coat. What is wrong with you fools? This is Dolce & Gabbana. Oh my gosh, you ruined it. The girls went ballistic and lifted her off her feet. What did you call us? Put me down. When I told the girls that she was my sister, they let her go. What is wrong with the people in your school? This is not one of your fancy schools, and all the newbies get spray painted. It's tradition. That's why I hated the idea of a public school. Poor people have no class. Ugh, she was such a snob. While I was showing Louisa around, we bumped into Jared, and he kissed me before running off to class.
breakfast, BJ. Kaon na breakfast, BJ.
Oh my God. How did the hottest guy in school end up with you? Why? What's wrong with me? Everything. You're boring, you dress like a granny, and you have a broken leg. You're just a very ugly person inside and out, Louisa. I'm going to steal him from you. Watch and see. I wasn't threatened by my stupid sister. After school, when Jared walked me out to the gate, Louisa ran after us and slipped her number into his pocket. Before I could say anything, Jared spoke up. Louisa, what's wrong with you? I'm with your sister and I'm crazy about her. Please, just stay away from me. I smiled widely as Louisa turned red, and just then Esmeralda came to pick me up. We had to wait till Mom came for
Let's
Louisa,
eat breakfast,
and she
masad
yelled on
mo.
the phone at Mom for being late. Hey, you can't speak to your mom that way.
Importante na breakfast, bahala.
You are not my
Malit ang
stepmother.
lunch.
Louisa was just out of control. I decided I was done with her. I completely ignored her for the next day at school. And during recess, she insulted some girls by calling them poor, and they all surrounded her. But I didn't
Super
run to her
kadaghang
rescue.
sili.
Hey, aren't those girls hurting your sister? Yes, but she can't control her awful mouth. Whatever happens to her, she deserves it. Yeah, but she's still your sister. Jared always had a way to make me think twice. So I stepped into the circle of girls and found my sister crying. Simona, please tell them to bring back my dad. Not until you promise to change your ways, especially how you speak to mom. I promise. Please, please save me from these mean girls. It's not so nice when it's done to you, right? I told the girls to leave my sister alone, and then she joined me and Jared for lunch. And to my shock, she actually apologized for being a jerk.
Naman.
I'm really
Big
sorry,
fish.
Simona. I've
Bako
always
al.
been mean to you and Mom because I always felt she loved you more. But today, when those girls were mean to me, I felt what it was like to be the weak one.
Super big.
They've hurt so many people already. Well, it's never too late to change. Later that day, when my stepmom and mom came to pick us up, Louisa apologized to both of them too. And then, Esmeralda told us some thrilling news. She was pregnant. Oh my god, what? I'm gonna be a big sister again. That baby's lucky to have you, Simona. And you, Louisa, will be the best big sisters ever.
Bye-bye.